Hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. First thing we're looking at here is a chart of the market. This is the Mini S&P 500 futures contract. Front month in nature would be the September. Looking at a last print of 984. Been kind of a choppy session on this Friday, the 31st of July, 2009. As you can see, we're trying to hold this support around 982. Came down to test 980. Just really been kind of batting around between 980 and 990, 995 we'll call it. This, of course, was the very strong resistance around the level of 1,000 that the market was drawn to like a magnet early Thursday. So definitely was the impressive move. The rest of the week has been relatively muted at best. As you can see, just really chopping around. Choppy on Wednesday. Choppy, kind of violent swings, almost a neutral close on Tuesday. And of course on Monday, the very same thing as the market tries to digest the very strong move and the return to bullishness that we saw on a reclamation of the, what was it, 960, I believe we went to officially bullish, said anything over 960. So that's a nice little 27 points over the last few days, but actually have gotten to a high of 996.68, just shy of the very round and psychologically significant 1,000 level. So where do we stand in terms of our official bias? Obviously bullish. All we see here is blue. Had gone neutral right there, went back to bullish, saved all this, went back to bullish there, caught, what, a couple hundred points there or so. We'll call it 800 to about 120 points. Went back to neutral, saved all this, went right back to bullish over 960, went to 1,000, and we still remain bullish. The reason being full trend side bullish bias from all time frames. From a directional movement perspective, fully bullish, intermediate term as well as short term, so it definitely has the support for the bulls. From a momentum perspective, definitely fully bullish on the market, remains still bullish. So things are looking good. As we'd mentioned, we expected the market to move back to the bullish side. And even as traders, we definitely like to see a market that's going higher because we all have larger investments in the market, generally on the long side, long term. So we definitely want a market that's higher. It's great for everybody. So even as traders, we definitely have a bias towards, even if we short a lot, have a bias towards wanting the market to go higher, and that's where we do anticipate it to go. A lot of people are saying the rally's tired at 1,000. Well, we'll just let the price be the final arbiter. And right now we remain fully bullish and will remain so at least above the level of 950. If we get a little swoon or whatever back to 950, it would be a nice little buying opportunity. If we break below 900, we might get into some problems going into the typical fall swoons in August, September, and October. So we'll look out for that, but that'll certainly be tradable. So where have our systems been? If we look at the OEX, look at this beautiful move right there in the OEX. I'm just going to pull up the, this is what we send out for our options traders, those interested in options. Look at that equity curve. Wow, $40,000, 5,000 maximum drawdown at a new equity high, just continuing to pound the winners. Now, of course, this is just trading 100 shares of the OEX. Option fills will vary. Sometimes you'll have better trades, sometimes you'll have worse trades. Option fills, you have to pay the spread, the premium, fills can vary, that's what I'll say, but the system itself is obviously ironclad. To look at some of our new day trading systems for a second. Day Trader 18.0, again, this holds just overnight, so we haven't quite figured out a fix for that holding overnight. But right now, as you can see, continuing to put up very impressive winners right at a new equity high. Did have a bit of a drawdown there from the 27th to the 29th, but just made it all back. Went from 23.62 up to 35.91 just in a couple of days. So definitely very impressive. Is obviously the trend to the upside. So there's the Day Trader 19.0. Like I said, it's been kind of a choppy week in all actuality. Have some, some big winners, some small losses, but it's been overall a choppy week. There's the 19.0, 17.0. Again, just essentially a flatline trade. It's been kind of difficult to navigate in this choppy environment over the last week. We've done okay. There's a nice winner right there, Day Trader 16.0. And of course, these are all going to be available in a new portfolio. In addition to our ironclad and sound existing portfolios, these are all going to be available in new portfolios that we're going to be launching. Day Trader 13.0, just catching a couple losses. Doesn't trade that often. 3 big winners, 2 losses. Right back in alongside here for our Day Trader 12.0. Day Trader 11.0, just not even trading. So that's where our new stuff is. If we go over and switch over to take a look at where we've been. There's our this is actually today, July 31st, 12:32 Eastern Time. The time is now 12:50, so it's about 20 minutes old. But look at this beautiful short setup. Actually, we're gonna show you those trades. We'll come back to that. But look at that beautiful short setup. And the long that we've had in the Euro SD has been stellar. You can actually, there it is right there. Go ahead and switch it up. There we go. Look at that long in the Euro SD. Wow, just amazing, huge winners. 80% of your profits made on 20% of the trades, as you can see. And there's that short setup, catching a beautiful winner there. A couple little choppy says eating into this gain, but then catching a beautiful winner right there. An amazing and astounding 195 pips on that short setup, 176 pips on the EUR-USD pair. So very impressive is the MFX Lite. I know everyone wants to trade currencies. We actually have a special on this. We'll talk about it in a second, but up 35%. This is just a $10,000 portfolio. You really only have to have $1,000 per contract, per lot, per forward-looking contract. And as you can see, we just trade one there. Now, you can even trade minis if you don't want to. You could trade up to 10 minis if you're interested. This is a standard contract. Only need $1,000 for this, so it's only $5,000 margin. $10,000 is the minimum that we recommend, and that, of course, is one of our most aggressive portfolios. And as you can see, making $3,500 just today, actually. So here's where we've been over the last 14 days for our primary futures portfolios. You saw the options at a new equity high. Those are OEX options trades, or OEX options system, I should say. You saw the Forex. There's the MFX Lite making 35% today. And now here's our futures. Over the last 14 days, we'll just look at July actually. In the month of July, as of yesterday, so we just have one day to go today, the Dual Day Trader ES up 55%. The Dual Day Trader DS was the outstanding portfolio for the month, up 67.6% just in the month of July. The MAP DT, of course, always at the top, up 61.35% over the last 47 days. MAP DT, or the Dual Day Trader ES, actually over the last 2 months, we'll call it 2 or 3 months, up 170%, taking the top spot. MAP DT right in there. If you are interested in trading any of these portfolios, we actually have a special on the MAP DT, any MAP DT version actually. But we're going to look at the super deals are the Day Trader, the DTS version 3.0 and 5.0. Just go to the website, click Add to Cart on the version 3.0. It's $15,000 portfolio. That's the one we actually recommend. You can refresh it and it'll bring you up the 5.0. But you can actually save 20% today. This special will be good through, I believe, Monday. You can save 20% extra, $300 off just a $1,500 portfolio. That gets you through. That gets you a 3-month subscription. Every 3 months, you can continue to save at this special rate. Also, same thing. Add the MFX Lite to your cart. Enter promo code video. You'll save an additional 20% on that. Again, get it for $1,200. As you can see, making $3,500 in a day. If you have any questions, go to the website, chat with the support team. Shoot us an email to admin@MiniAnalyst.com, and we will look forward to serving you. And we'll see you next time.